All right, I'm going to talk about a few topics in this video. So let's get started. I forgot where I left off. Let's see.
Now,
Oh, let me start by saying I like this guy. I forget what his real name is. His channel is What Do You Mean, Ma? I am subscribed to him. I watch his videos. Sometimes, not all the time. He made this video called The Truth About Christian Marriage. And so let's see what he has to say. And excuse my voice a little bit. I have a real bad head cold at the moment, and my voice is kind of messed up. So bear with me. Or don't watch the video if you don't like my voice. Nothing I can do about it.
Happiness is part of a Christian marriage. It's not the sole reason. It can hold up against the stormy weather and the changing seasons that are inevitable in marriage. Now, although happiness is part of a Christian marriage, it's not the sole reason why you get or why you stay married. In a lot of ways, it's actually about sacrificing your personal happiness for the sake of your marriage and your family. Now,
Wrong. When you're getting married to someone that you truly love, someone that you think is going to be with you for the rest of your life, it should be an extension of your happiness. It should make you even more jubilant, more happy, more ecstatic. You shouldn't have to sacrifice your happiness. Do you sacrifice monetary, money and conveniences? Sure, that's nothing. But everybody should know that before they get married, whether you're Christian, atheists, or any religion, well, except for Islam. But we'll talk about that some other time. But getting into a marriage, of course, there's going to be money issues and other issues. I mean, there may be days that you want to go do something, but your wife wants to do something else. It's about compromise. But it's never about sacrificing your happiness. You should be happy to compromise, one for each other, one for another. Sometimes you'll compromise for you, sometimes you'll compromise for her. Now, having said that, his focus is Christian marriage, which is an oxymoron, because the idea of a Christian marriage doesn't exist in modern times because of women who claim to be Christian. 99% of the time are not Christian. I'll give you an example. Most women who claim to be Christian will listen to the preacher, and this is what they'll beat you with. They'll beat you with the Bible. They'll beat you over the head with it. And they'll say stupid things like or Jesus is my husband, Jesus is my boyfriend, and all kind of weird stuff. Christian women are literally the worst. I've said it in many of my other videos. I said it on my other channels at YouTube. So, that they terminated, deleted, whatever. Christian women are the worst. You are more likely, as an atheist, able to deal with an atheist woman than you are as a Christian man trying to deal with a Christian woman. Anytime you, as a Christian man, anytime you try to do something, say something, express yourself, your so-called Christian wife will try to denigrate you and put you down and try to keep you in your place. And for some reason, it's just the way Christian women are. There's no such thing as a true Christian woman. I'm over the age of 50. I've been all over the world. I've never met one yet. And I've met thousands of so-called Christian women. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of different churches. I've been with different counseling groups for married couples and Christian married couples and everything you can think of. And there is no such thing as a true Christian woman, married woman, that a biblically Christian married woman. It's a myth. It may have existed 50 years ago or 100 years ago, but in modern times, it just doesn't exist. Whether it's feminism, I don't even think it's feminism. I think it's just what women naturally do. And you can see it, or you can see it in the Bible from the very beginning with Eve and so on, with a whole litany of women who go against their husbands. Yeah, it's just ingrained into them. It's a part of who they are. And in modern times, it's even worse because the church preaches that men should do everything they can for the woman. Give up everything for the woman. You know, it's just utterly insane and non-biblical, unbiblical. And when this guy says it's about giving up your happiness, that's nonsense. It should be an expression, an extension of your happiness to find a good Christian woman and get married. You shouldn't have to give up anything. If anything, you should be able to do more things, which now you're interested in. You should be interested in the things that she's interested in, and vice versa. And now you have more things to do together. Now you have a best friend, a wife, all that. And as I said, it just doesn't exist. And there are rules and exceptions to the rules and everything. Sure, someone out there watching this video might say, well, I have a good Christian wife and she's perfect and yada, yada, yada. For every one Christian man who has one good Christian wife, there are millions, literally millions of Christian men who are living in misery under the thumb of their so-called Christian wife. And biblically, they can't get divorced unless the wife cheats on them, which is probably going to happen anyways. I've made videos about that. And like I'm saying, when I use words like Christians, atheists, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindu, whatever, I'm talking about in general. I'm generalizing. If I say something derogatory about atheists, I'm not talking about every atheist in the world who's ever lived since the beginning of time. I'm talking in general. All right, so as I said before, I like this guy. I do watch his videos sometimes. Most of the time I agree with him. And let me make a point about that. If I only watch videos that I agree with, then I haven't learned anything. It's good to watch videos that you disagree with because you might actually learn something. And so yes, I do watch a lot of videos that I disagree with because I like to learn. You learn different points of view, different ways of thinking, and so on. But anyways, I like this guy. I like his channel. Check it out. I just disagree with the truth about Christian marriage. And the truth is, don't do it. Don't get married. If you're a Christian, biblically, you shouldn't marry an atheist or a non-Christian, biblically. But my recommendation is, you're better off marrying an atheist woman. I don't know. I mean, you're better off not being married, period. But there's nothing wrong with being married. I mean, the Bible wants, God wants us to get married and enjoy life and have fun and spend our time. It's not good. That's the first thing God said. It's not good for man to be alone, so he created Eve. He wants men and women to be together. So, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Christian man and you think you're going to marry this so-called Christian woman, 50 years ago you could have, 100 years ago you could have, 500 years and so on, you could have. Modern times, it's not going to happen. It's it's a myth, it's a dream, it doesn't exist. Not in modern times. I knew a woman, this happened probably 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago. Met a beautiful Christian woman, so-called Christian woman. When she said she went to church every week and been going to church for a long time and years, blah, blah, blah. Said she swore up and down she knew the Bible. And I'll never forget. She said that when she gets married, that it's her husband's duty to spend his life, their lives together, his life, doing everything he can to make her happy and to give her everything she wants, no matter what it is. I'm like, Where does that come from? That's not in the Bible. And it's funny. Every time I ask these so-called Christians questions about the Bible, they can never give me a legitimate, straight answer from the Bible. And that's why I don't like Christians. Most Christians I don't like. That's why all my friends are atheists, believe it or not. Because Christians, man, they're the worst backstabbing people in the world. They claim to be Christian. They don't know the Bible. You know, there are some good Christians out there, but they're really, really hard to find. You know, most of the Christians that I've met in the past 30 years, they're not good people. I mean, they might as well just be atheists. But anyways, some of the best Christians I've ever met were actually right here on the internet. But that's a long story. That's another long story.
Now, I know that I have a lot of young viewers, so I know that there's a lot of you out there right now that are like, well, count me out because that sounds awful. No, thank you. But the truth of the matter is this type of relationship is not as foreign as we think that it might be, because we have other relationships in life that are kind of like that. For example, our relationship with our children. Now, kids are hard.
Oh, come on. Children are a blessing from God. I'm not going to keep dwelling on what this guy is talking about. I personally love children. I think they're awesome. I won't go into my background with children. I love it when children, when they see the world for the first time and they're learning to speak for the first time and they're learning to walk for the first time. It's just so awesome. It's amazing. You know, I love it when children go from eating baby food to eating real food, you know, like fruits and stuff like that, and vegetables. And you see the looks on their faces and the faces they make. It's awesome. I love children. And this guy talking about, let's don't dwell on it. You know, I love children. I love people. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate anybody. I'm not against anybody. I literally love all the people in the world, and I wish everybody would become a Christian. But the only way to do that is to read the Bible, understand the Bible, commit your life to Jesus and following Jesus. But most people won't do that. All right, let's talk about George Washington's Trump vision. This guy on the Sid Roth is Supernatural. Let me say something about Sid Roth. He's been around for a long time. He claims to be a Christian, but he's not. He's a fake. He's fraud. And he has 1.2 million subscribers, which tells me he has 1.2 million fake Christians following him, or at least 1 million fake Christians following him. There's no way any true Christian could watch any of his videos and agree with him. They're all fake. They're all wrong. They're all demonic. But the name of this video is George Washington's Trump Vision. Let's watch a little bit.
Because the Lord showed me some things concerning George Washington back from October the 17th, 1777, and the angelic visitation that he had, which is recorded in the Congress of the Library in the Congress.
Lie. It's a lie. I looked it up. You can go to the Library of Congress online. It's not recorded there. He's a liar and a deceiver. I can't stand people like him. People like him, like I said a minute ago, that's why all my friends are atheists. People like him, people like Sid Roth, doing this, oh, the Lord spoke to me, the Holy Spirit spoke to me, I seen visions, the angel came to me in a dream, or the angel came to me when I was pooping on the toilet or whatever. Lies. Blasphemy against God. And this guy's a liar. He said he looked it up in the Library of Congress. It was a vision. He's a liar. You can go to the Library of Congress. I looked it up earlier today. It's not there. This guy's a liar and a deceiver.
Excuse me, this was recorded by someone that was a friend of his at the time.
Oh, you just happened to say that. Like they didn't know ahead of time. Come on, how do you know George Washington didn't record it himself, Sid? That's because you and this guy had this all set up ahead of time. It's all been done, scripted.
Yeah, it was Sherman, yes, and he actually recorded the whole visitation.
Now, I probably can't record too much of this because these fake Christians will try to put a strike on my channel for copyright or some stupid crap. But anyways, George Washington, the tale of George Washington's vision was penned by Charles Wesley Alexander, 1836 to 1927, a Philadelphia journalist who published The Soldier's Casket, a periodical for the Union veterans of the Civil War, writing under the pseudonym Wesley Bradshaw. The meaning of Washington's vision, blah, 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 blah. Fake. It's fake. The guy's a liar. You could read it for yourself. It has nothing to do with Trump or trumpets or anything. You can read the whole thing right here. There we go. Let's see. We're not going to read it. It's pretty long. The first time I ever saw Anthony Sherman was on 4th of July. Washington's vision, reproduced. Where's it at? Here it is. One day I remember the chilly winds whistled through the leafless trees. That sounds like a professional writer. It doesn't sound like anything George Washington would have wrote. But if you read, the whole thing is right here. But it wasn't written by George Washington or by anyone that George Washington knew. There's nothing in here about a Trump or trumpets, nothing. I've read it several times. I looked. I did a word search. There's nothing about Trump, trumpets, nothing about what this guy says is in here. He's a liar.
So, and the visitation.
But that's what you expect from fake Christians. Nothing but lies and deceptions and backstabbing. That's all they're good for. And you have 19,000 fake Christians who gave this a thumbs up because they didn't bother to do what I did and do the research to see if it was true or not. Otherwise, he should have had 19,000 thumbs down. But at least 637 people were smart enough to figure out this guy was a liar.
It was basically this. It was not a dream. It was an angelic visitation, and it goes back to 1777. So 1776, 4th of July, was the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which we all know.
Wrong. 1776, the Declaration of Independence was established, but it wasn't actually signed by all the continental fathers, whatever you call them, until 1779. See, you're wrong again. You don't even know basic history, man. It wasn't ratified, signed by everybody until 1779 or something like that.
Celebrate. But in 1777, here we've got this new country that we've declared independence from Britain, and George Washington was leading 25,000 men. They were they were stationed outside of Valley Forge, and they were losing men to the elements. And he was praying and asking God for help and for strength.
Wrong again. He's making this up. Read the history. It's basic 101 history about George Washington. You can look it up. I did. And he's wrong. He's lying. He's doing it for dramatic effect. Because it sounds exciting. It sounds wonderful. He's praying to God for help. He may have prayed to God for help. Who knows? But he never wrote down in his own handwriting what he did. You have bystanders who may have seen him. Okay. Anyways, let's take a look at. Let's see, where's it at? Let's take a look at Sid Roth's videos. Ooh, reverse the aging now. The supernatural secret to reverse aging. Oh my goodness. How to operate in your God-given authority? Wow. I just saw Jesus doing this about the election. Everything about him. This was foretold by the ancient Jewish prophet. You're a liar. millions of Christians go to hell over this. You see how all this is clickbait? What's ahead in these end times and how to prepare. I saw this archangel come into the U.S. to fight for Trump. Really? Everything is clickbait. Jesus came to me and said we must protest this. Sick. Matter of fact, let's look at this one real quick.
Well, one of my favorite get.
And 9,000 people gave this a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs down because you're a liar and a deceiver. Incredible. And see, these people are going to be the prime candidates. People think fake Christians think that the atheists or the Muslims or everyone else except for them will be the people who will be fooled by the Antichrist, who pretends to be Jesus. He does signs, miracles, wonders, blah, 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 blah. And he fools the world. And it's because these idiots don't know the Bible. What they don't realize, it's going to be the Jews, the Christians, the fake Christians, and the Muslims, and the atheists, who are all deceived. The Bible is very clear that a great delusion comes upon the world, and the whole world is deceived except for the elect. And that includes Catholics, Jews, Christians, fake Christians. I got to emphasize fake Christians because fake Christians are the majority in the world, and the minority are true Christians. And I would say the same thing about Jews and Muslims and Buddhists and Hindus also. But that's a different topic. And why this video? Why this is so important? This is a microcosm of how people are so easily deceived. 182,000 views, 9,000 thumbs up. That's a pretty good ratio. That's a lot of people. That's not including the people who didn't bother to give it a thumbs up. So we just rounded up to 10,000 using integers. Oh, wait a minute, it should tell us right here. Oh, 9,018. We'll say, okay. Unbelievable. Ah! No.
I was shocked that I was still alive.
Right. Shocked that you were still alive. That's amazing. I'm convinced. Let's look at something else. See, you get married. You get married when you're 20, 25 years old to a very young, hot-looking woman, hopefully. And then by the time she's 40, she ends up looking like this. So, if you're a young man and you're watching this video, this is what you got to look forward to.
Having felt
No, I don't want to watch it. All right, let's go to the Harbinger. This guy is supposedly a Jewish prophet, I guess, or something like that. Let me make sure it's still recorded. Yeah, it's still recording. 72,000 views, 1.7 thousand upvotes. That's pretty good. Pretty good ratio. Jewish Voice. I remember this guy back when he was talking about 9/11 and some of the wars that were going on during Bush, during Obama. And this guy, has given so many false prophecies. He's a moneymaker. That's the only reason they keep this guy going. He writes books that have been proven wrong time after time. You can do the research on him. His name is Jonathan Bernis. Jonathan Bernis. He did the Harbinger. He's made a lot of false prophecies. None of them came true. None of his prophecies, nothing he's ever said has been true. It's all been false, fake. But people still follow. People still believe in his nonsense. And here's another one. Lou Engel's dream of Donald Trump. Let's just watch this for a second.
Masses have gathered in stadiums and arenas, believing that God is going to answer the cries of those.
Oh, stop it already, drama queen. First, number one, don't scream. Number two, stop rocking. Why are you rocking? People don't want to see you rock back and forth while you're yelling at the computer screen or the microphone or whatever. What's wrong with you, man?
Gatherings, and he's going to send us the greatest revival.
More drama. I watched all these videos. Nonsense. This guy's another scumbag who admits to taking money from a woman for 16 years because he fooled her into believing he was a prophet. This guy thinks he's a prophet. Another fake fraud. More than $100,000 he took from her in 1 year. How easy it is to fool people. Encounter today. I see what that looks like. 300,000 views, 10,000 upvotes. 10,000 upvotes. That's a pretty good ratio.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome.
No, you're fake. Paranormal politics. Ooh, the demonic deep state. No, I do agree that the deep state could be demonic, but it doesn't. Putting the word paranormal in there is absolutely wrong. There's nothing paranormal about it. Kenneth Hagin's vision of black cloud over America. Blah blah blah. Prophetic election highlights. The truth about ghosts and haunted houses. These people are sick. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But that's what the fake Christians love. The fake Christians love this stuff. Man, they love all this fake Christianity crap. Supreme Court prophetic alert. Awake Deborah. Why? Because Deborah was a judge in the Bible? What does it have to do with... Oh, man. The prophecy of Goliath's sword. Yeah, he did have a sword, that's true. From what I remember. A prophetic word for... I thought he had a spear. No, I think he had a sword. I think that's right. I don't know why I was thinking. I don't know why I thought he had a spear. I think he did have a sword. I think a sword. I think a sword weighed something like 40 or 50 pounds or something. I forget. Stones. All right, had enough of that. Failed prophecies. And this video goes all the way back to 2013. We're not going to watch all of it.
That are needed for this end time harvest.
Meeting God himself on the mountains of Israel.
It is written.
Armageddon, Doomsday, the final battle, Apocalypse.
What are the signs?
Oh, there's so many. I just wish I had time for every last one of them.
A superstate is forming on the continent of Europe, and it's embracing the entire world.
The New World Order.
Its leaders are even believed to be reptilian shapeshifters.
Antichrist arises.
Nostradamus' third Antichrist.
Nostradamus has been wrong about everything.
Is on our horizon.
With planet Earth.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Third millennium.
I can't remember his name.
Is this our immediate future?
Where are we on the prophetic map?
No. Anyways. Let me give that a thumbs up. There you go, buddy. If you're still on YouTube. There you go. Sid Roth again. The United Nations wants to legalize legalize abortion, and they did, and they want the United States and the UN states they must legalize abortion, blah, 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 blah. Now, the reason I looked this up is because I heard one of Donald Trump's older videos from about a year or two ago. He was saying that the UN, the United Nations, wanted to force the United States into legalizing post or birth abortion. In other words, after the baby's born, then you can kill it. And so I looked it up, and sure enough, if you look at it, if you do the research on it, it's actually true. World Health Organization by the United Nations. If you read here, they talk about abortion. Impact of unsafe barriers to a safe abortion. And if you read this whole article, it talks about how women should have the right. The point is, why abort the baby while it's still inside the woman? Because it's unsafe for the woman. It can cause more medical problems, supposedly. So why not wait till the baby's born and then kill the baby, murder the baby? And that's what this is all about. That's what they're doing. Cuomo defends abortion rights law. New York amid ongoing. He wants to make it legal for women to have a baby and then kill the baby post birth, and so on. New Jersey. New York woman came to Colorado for a 32-week abortion. Virginia governor rekindles heated abortion debate for post-delivery abortion. Pushing for a post-delivery abortion. And see, that's what this world is coming to, man. And that is what this world is coming to. When people try to find something neutral, these people are all fake. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about.
God will not fasten our soul to a dead end.
Oh man, he appeals to all the people who get into that dramatic, screaming and hollering and praise the Lord. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Let's look at something neutral while I'm talking. There we go. Walter Veith, The Mark of the Beast, RFID chip, Little Time of Trouble. What's up, Prof? Talking about professor, not prophet. But anyways, Christian marriage is a joke. Doesn't exist in modern times. Christians, fake Christians, the vast majority of them, or the vast majority of people who claim to be Christian, will be the ones who are fooled by the Antichrist and will want to kill Christians, true Christians, which is a shame. It's a shame that so many people fall for this nonsense. What's that say? Jesus came to me and said we must protest this. Where are they protesting? Let's see.
Sold out 100%, and it's like a transformation of day and night. And the book, The Hell Conspiracy, it has that effect. In other words, making Jesus Lord, or doing what the Bible says, making Jesus Savior and Lord. In other words, what happened in this visitation?
Thank you, Sid. So it was the morning time. I was putting on my makeup. So looking in a mirror, putting on my makeup, and I felt the presence of the Lord come into the room, overpowering me.
Right.
And there was
she was feeling dysmenorrhea.
Healthy fear of the Lord. And then suddenly I felt the heart of the Father for the 60 million plus babies that had been aborted. And it was a flash. I don't even know how to say how.
60. Oh, okay. So she's talking about abortion. And you needed Jesus to come to you and tell you that we must protest this? Really? So you claiming to be a Christian, you and your buddy Sid Roth there, right? Yeah, Sid Roth. Claim to be a Christian, and you actually needed Jesus to come to you and tell you, we must protest this. Really? So you weren't Christian enough, you didn't know the Bible well enough, you didn't know God's will ahead of time as a true Christian, which you're not a true Christian, because if you had known the Bible, studied the Bible, if you knew Jesus, he would never have to come to you and tell you anything. You would already know to do these things. See, that's just another example. I think Sid Roth pays these people. He must give them a couple of dollars under the table and say, "Hey, man, come on my channel and be dramatic and all that. Do some really good acting, and I give you some money and make up a story that sounds really good." She just showed herself that she's not a true Christian. Perfect example right there. I don't need Jesus to come to me and tell me we must protest. It's no kidding. The Bible would tell you that. All life is precious.
And if you're not,
And they spend the next 25 minutes on this? What are they talking about?
But what I hear you saying is, at this moment, the thing that is about ready to release the judgment of God.
You say that in every video for the past 20 years, man. He says that in every video. How long has he been on YouTube? Years? Yeah, he's another one of those guys that makes 20 videos a day to maximize his profit. 2020. God showed her what's ahead in 2020. Another one. Satan's end time strategy exposed. Ooh. Read the Bible. It tells you what to expect. Let me guess. Satan came to him and told him what his strategy was. I gotta hear this.
I'm here.
I know Sid Roth is gonna try to get my channel terminated.
With
because he's
one of the most
scumbag.
accurate prophets I know.
Can barely hear it.
Can I tell you a trade secret? I analyze
Trade secret.
how
So you're in a business. That's what this is to you, a business.
accurate prophets are, but obviously what they.
He was a seed put into the earth on 2/22/2015.
Oh, I can't stand fake Christians. I can't stand women who claim to be Christian and they don't know the Bible. They don't know anything about God. They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, man, I can't stand it. All right, so I'm done. There's only so much patience. My patience is worn out. Have I covered everything? The truth about Christian marriage? Don't do it. This guy apparently visited the devil or vice versa, and the devil told him what the end time global warfare, blah, blah, blah. Harbinger, where is he? Fake, he's a fraud. They're all fakes, they're all frauds. And the rocking chair guy.
Vision.
No, stop rocking, you're stupid. Sid Roth again. Failed prophecies. My people, just like God says, my people die from a lack of knowledge. 100%. My people die. My people. Christians, my people, my Christians, my followers are dying from a lack of knowledge. Where do you get the knowledge? From the Bible. Not Sid Roth, not these fakes and frauds. Stop being stupid. I can't express that enough. I can't say that enough. If you're offended, then go away. Go back to Sid Roth's channel or Paul Begley, Lisa Haven, all these other fakes and frauds, Kenneth Copeland, and all of them. Get away from my channel. Go back to their channel. Let you sit back in your chair and drink your little coffees or whatever you're doing, Starbucks, and look at your little slave market iPhones and listen to them. I don't need you here. I don't care. I'm not looking for subscribers. I'm not looking for people to follow me. If people enjoy watching my videos and they get something from me, they want to subscribe, great. I make videos whenever I feel like it, once in a blue moon. I have nothing to gain. I don't ask for money. I don't want your money. I don't care about any of that. I get on Twitch sometimes as much as I can. What is this? Flipsy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, there was something else in here. This is my... Let's see if I find that comment an atheist gave me earlier. Blah, blah, blah. I think it was a couple of atheists. As I say, I get on Twitch sometimes. I think I have a link to my Twitch. I hear everything and stuff. Oh, shut up. That's why Jesus said, that's why God said, my people die from a lack of knowledge. People who claim to be Christian, people who claim to know the Bible, and they don't know anything. Idiots. And that's God's will. Another one, this guy claims to be a Christian, talking about God's will. He thinks God makes everybody into robots and zombies. You know what? Matter of fact, which channel was that on? No, I don't want to talk. I don't want to cover it right now. This video is going to be kind of long. I'm looking for that atheist. I had a whole bunch of atheists make comments on my videos a few days ago. I can't find it now, but anyways, had a couple of atheists come to one of my videos. I don't remember which one, and they all do the same thing. Atheists, fake Christians, Muslims, they all do the same thing. They post a negative comment, and then they're surprised when you respond to it. And I tell them, let's go to Discord. Get on Discord. We can do a live chat. We can talk. We can have a nice civilized chat, a discussion, or we can do a debate. We can do a live debate on Twitch or on YouTube or both. It doesn't matter. And they all do the same thing. All the fake Christians and all the atheists and all the Muslims, and they all do the same thing. They don't do it. They wimp out. They get scared. They want to copy and paste verses. For the atheists, they go to the anti-Christian websites and they copy and paste a whole list of verses that are from idiot atheists who don't understand the Bible and they think it's contradictions or whatever. But see, these people aren't smart enough, intelligent enough to go to the answering contradictions in the Bible. There are Christian websites that actually answer what people think are contradictions. They don't want to go that far. They're not intelligent enough to do that. Because it's easier being an atheist. It's easier being hateful. Hating Christians, hating religions in general. Whatever the religion is. It's easy to do that. It's easy to be dumb. Anybody can be dumb. That's why most people are dumb. Because it takes work to read, to learn, to study. No matter what it is. Mathematics, history, science, whatever. The Bible, the Quran, the Hindu Vedas, Buddhism, any of the ancient religions. It takes work. It takes time. It's easy to be dumb. And I gotta love when these atheists, they go to the anti-Christian websites and they copy and then they paste all these anti-Christian nonsense into my channel, and I look at it, and I've seen it a million times. I've been doing this forever. I've seen a million atheists do it a million times. It's the same old shtick over and over. It's like watching a 10-second loop. It just keeps repeating over and over and over and over and never stops. And that's because atheists, like Christians, like Muslims, like Hindus, like Buddhists, like everybody, they're idiots. They don't have the mental capacity to go on Discord and have a discussion, to tell me what you think, what you believe, why Christianity is false, or why Islam is false, or why Hinduism is false, or why anything is false, using your own mind, your own reasoning, without having to read it from a stupid anti-Christian website. Pathetic. If you know the information that well, then why do you got to copy and paste? Just come to Discord, we'll do a live chat, and you explain to me without reading it what you're thinking. If you got questions, ask the questions. But they don't. Christians don't do it. The fake Christians don't do it. The Muslims don't do it. Well, I take that back. I've met a few Muslims who were willing to do it, but we couldn't get our time straight because of the different time zones. I met a couple of Muslims who were willing to do it. But the vast majority of the people won't do it. Atheists, Christians, Hindus, all of them. Guess that's it. It's a very long video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it 20 thumbs down. Give it 1 thumbs down. Then switch over to your fake account and then sign in with that one. Give it a thumbs down. Then switch over to your secondary fake account and give it a 3 thumbs down, and so on and so on. And show me how much you really, really hate my video and my voice and the way I speak. Show me the hatred. I don't really care. I'm going to have fun no matter what. What's that? Founders Ministry. I should get on Twitch. It's still early. I think I'm going to get on Twitch. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, like I've already been through that. If you like it, share it, copy it, paste it. You have my permission. Do whatever you want. If you claim to be a Christian, read the Bible, study the Bible. It's free on the internet in every version you can think of. You can download it to your cell phone for free. There's so many ways. What was that? Oh, so many ways you can do it. If you're an atheist and you have questions for me about the Bible or about Islam or Hinduism or politics or not politics, science, history, whatever, feel free to contact me, but be ready to get on Discord. I don't do text messages in the comment sections. That's for little kids. That's for childish little kids. And that's what I expect little kids to do. I might, I give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes I'll type in a couple of text messages or text comments. But I always say, bring it to Discord. Let's talk about this like adults. So be prepared to do that no matter who you are. Now I'm done. I'm sick of talking about this stuff.